Hi, welcome to Yoga with Marie. Let's take some time here to bring yourself to the present. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, lengthening the breath so that eventually your breath is 2 to 3 times longer than your normal breath. I like to start with the soles of my feet together, placing my hands where they're comfortable, lengthening and straightening the spine, bringing the shoulders up and back, softening the mouth, the jaw, the shoulders. Really concentrating on my breath. I usually have a mudra, so my thumb and one of my fingers will come together. And I like to just take the time to notice which one feels most comfortable. They have meaning, and usually your body will tell you which one is best for you at this moment. So our theme today is finding balance within yourself. And as we do that, let's bring our arms out to the side, up overhead, gaze up, and then bring your palms together at heart center. Just trying to center your energy here. Inhale, the arms come out and up and down. We'll just keep doing that. Let's bring your lips together and start breathing in and out through your nose. Letting that air circulate in the back of your throat, creating what is called Ujjayi Pranayama for your yoga breath. Bringing softness throughout your body. Just continue that as we go here. I'm going to turn this music just a little bit softer. Good. And then let's bring your hands together at heart center. Fingers pointing upward, your thumbs pressing into that breastbone. And just imagine a ball of energy right there underneath your thumbs, swirling, pulling in your energy within your body and around your body. Notice how strong your body is and how your mind can unite with that energy force. So our spotlight today is legs up. So we'll be doing a few exercises with our legs above our head. And that helps to get the lymph nodes pumping and upping our immune system. And that's always good. So let's bring those arms out and back a little bit. And then forward and touch. Now we're going to bring our arms out and then turn the palms back, and then let's go back a little farther. Yeah, maybe your hands touch behind you. And then back out, hands, palms facing forward and in front. Let's bring the hands up and then out to the sides, forward, out to the sides, turn the palms back and bring them back behind you. Inhale, bring the arms out to the side and up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, out to the sides. Inhale, forward, touch. Exhale, out to the sides. Turn the palms back and bring your palms back behind you, maybe touching back there. Good. And then bring the hands down. Let them rest. Take your right ear and bring it down to your right shoulder. Notice how the left side of your neck is stretching here. Breathe. Notice how that feels. And then as you inhale, bring your head up and bring your left ear down to your left shoulder. Notice the right side stretching. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up. As you exhale, let's come onto your back and take your strap and bring your head down to the mat. Bend your knees. Slowly bring your knees up to your chest. Place your strap around your feet. So if you don't have a yoga strap, that's okay. You don't have to. You can use a long scarf or a very long belt, something like that, okay? And then once you have that strap around your feet, let's straighten out the feet, holding on to the ends of the straps, or the strap with your hands. Push the heels up. Yeah. Notice the stretch throughout the back of your legs. Good. Just breathe in. Pretty simple. So this will be another basic slow flow, and which means that we're moving at a nice, slow and comfortable pace. Now take your feet a little farther apart, maybe about 1.5 feet apart. Push the heels up. Nice. And then let's bring them a little bit farther. Good. Push the heels up. Notice your hands are getting closer to your feet because your strap is getting used up by the legs. Good. And then from here, just want you to kind of tilt a little bit to the left and back to center. Keep holding the strap ends nice and tight, pulling a little bit with your hands, and then dip a little bit to the right and back to center. So just notice the tendency to kind of just fall over. You might have already done that. And that's okay. A little to the left. Push those heels. And back to center. A little to the right. Just centering that energy on your core. Beautiful. And back to center. Let's release the strap. Bring it down. Keep the legs up. Bring your hands out to your sides. Beautiful. And just try to keep the legs nice and straight. Pushing the heels up. Not your toes, but your heels up toward the ceiling. Beautiful. Now bring the legs together. The knees come to your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rocking back and forth. Very nice. Now let's take the hands and bring them underneath your hips. Bring the feet back up. A little core. And then as you exhale, let's bring the heels down almost to the mat. Stop before you get to the mat. Engage your bandhas, Uddiyana Bandha, abdominal muscles, and Mula Bandha, pelvic and bladder muscles. Inhale, bring the feet back up. Gazing right at your feet. Exhale, let's come down nice and slow, almost to the mat. Hold here. Beautiful. Pushing the heels out. Engaging those bandhas and breathing. Inhale, come back up. One more time. Exhale, slowly coming down. So really paying attention to what is going on right now in your body. Noticing the lower back coming up. Noticing the glutes engaging. Your bandhas engaging. Notice your arms. Very nice. And then inhale, bring the feet back up. Exhale, bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a hug. And we're going to start to rock ourselves up into a seated position. Cross your legs in front of you. Bring your hands to the mat. And coming into a tabletop pose on your hands and knees. Very nice. From here, we're going to do some cats and cows. So inhale, the head and the hips come up. Exhale, rounding the back, gazing behind you. Wrists are underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath the hip bones. Fingers crazy wide. And we'll do a few more cats and cows with your breath. Sinking that breath into your movement. Just feeling what that feels like to breathe as your head comes up and inhale and exhaling as your head comes down. Nice. And then coming back into a tabletop pose. Taking a deep breath here, and let's bring that right arm out in front of us. And if you can, bring the left leg out behind you. Oh, nice. Push the heel back and the fingertips forward. You can gaze down or out toward your fingertips. Exhale, right elbow to left knee, gaze behind you. Inhale it back out. Exhale, right elbow to left knee, gaze behind. Inhale it back out. Exhale, tuck again. And inhale it back out. Now, as you exhale, bring that right hand down. You're keeping your left leg out and bring your right foot off the mat. And then slowly bring that left arm up toward the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Beautiful. Gaze up toward the left fingers. As you exhale, stretch that left arm over your left ear toward the front of your mat. So there's a nice straight line between your left fingertips and your left heel. Good. Inhale, left arm and left leg come up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then let's bring that left foot down. Give it a little rest. And bring your left hand to your hip. Bend your left knee. And slowly bring your hand to your left foot. Now, if it doesn't reach, you can always take your strap and wrap it around your left foot and just hold on to the strap. So I'll give you a minute to do that. Once you get here, you're going to push that foot out and pull the hand in. Maybe you want to smile here just to let yourself know that this is good for you and you're going to enjoy this moment. Be determined to enjoy the moment. Good. Breathing here. Keep that breath going. Good. As you exhale, release that left leg. Bring it down. Bring the left hand down and come back into a tabletop pose. Making an inhale and an exhale. Maybe doing a few cats and cows. Beautiful. And then we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. So take an inhale and an exhale. And now inhale, the left arm comes out in front of you. If you can, bring that right leg out behind you and push the heel out. This is a spinal balance. And it does take some balance. When you're ready, we're going to tuck, bring that left elbow to the right knee. Gaze behind you. Inhale it back up. Exhale, tuck. Inhale it back up. Exhale, tuck. And inhale it back out. Beautiful. As you exhale, bring that left hand down. Take your left foot and bring it out off of the mat so you have a little kickstand. And then inhale the right arm up, gaze up. Beautiful. Keeping that right leg up if you can. If not, then bring it down. It's as simple as that. Pay attention to your body. Yeah. As you exhale, bring that right arm over your right ear. Now feel the stretch through the right side of your body, the right obliques. Yeah, feels so good. As you exhale, bring the right arm and the right leg up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring the right foot down. Take the right hand and bring it to your right side. Bend that right knee. And the right hand or a strap will come around your foot. Doing that hug-tug motion here. As you push the foot out, pull the hand in. Knees pointing toward the back of your mat. Feel the stretch through your right quad. Feel your whole body trying to balance here. A little shaking going on. That's all good. That means you're growing. You're making this yoga journey together with me. Thank you. And then as you exhale, let's release. Bring the right hand and the right knee down. Nice. Now let's take the knees apart, the toes together. Bring your hips back toward your heels. Stretch your palms out in front of you. Bring the forehead to the mat. Child's pose. Soften everything here. Let yourself relax. Now here you can always use your pillow underneath your head or a block underneath your head. Yeah, just let yourself be comfortable here. And breathe. As you inhale, come up into a tabletop pose. Curl your toes under as you stretch the legs out, coming into plank pose. Nice. Push those heels back. Engaging the bandhas here. Really appreciating this pose. So here we're really paying attention to our hips, keeping them level with your back and your legs. We don't want the hips going up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, your elbows are facing toward the back of the mat. Bend those, bring your knees down, point the toes, and then inhale either to Sphinx or up dog. So up dog, your arms are relatively straight, although they can have a bend. You're gazing forward. If you're in Sphinx, your elbows will come down to the mat, palms facing down. Yeah, and you're still gazing forward. So either one is a nice reset for the lower back. Breathe here. As you exhale, come all the way down to the bottom of your push-up. Inhale, come back up to Sphinx or up dog. Yeah, we're going to just really pay attention to our back. We really put it through a lot, picking up stuff all the time that's pretty heavy. So let's treat it well. Now we're going to curl the toes under and coming into down dog. Push the hips back and up. Gaze behind you. On this first down dog, we're going to alternately bend knees and elbows as we walk the dog. And when you're ready, we'll straighten out those legs, bring the heels down as far as they'll go. Press the palms down and forward, pressing the hips back and up, and the heels coming down. Engage your bandha, soften your neck, your jaw, your shoulders. Maybe turning your head from side to side. Breathe. Now let's bring the feet a little off of the mat so they're nice and wide here. Yeah, good job. And push those hips back a little bit more. Notice perhaps a little less pressure on the hamstrings. And then as you exhale, we're going to walk our hands back toward our feet. So when they're at the same level as your feet, you're going to do this wide leg forward fold. Nice. Take your hands and bring them to alternate elbows. Let the head hang. Push the hips up and just let all tension release from the hips down your back. Maybe you bend the knees a little bit and just let any stress or tension go. Inhale here. And now we're going to exhale through our mouth. Beautiful. Bring the hands down right underneath your head. Walk them over to the left foot and inhale, your right arm comes up. Gaze up. Open the chest toward the right. Turn your wrist in one direction, that's the right wrist, and then the other. Beautiful. And then bring that right hand down, walk the hands over to the left. Inhale, the left arm comes up. Gaze up if you can. Opening up your chest toward the left. Turn your left wrist in one direction and then the other. Very nice. Exhale, that left hand comes down. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Bring your feet back onto the mat. And bring the feet together. Inhale, the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale to Samastitihi. Palms together at heart center. Pressing the feet down, engaging the bandhas. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, let's bring that right foot forward and come onto the ball of the left foot. We're going to go into crescent pose. Right knee is bent. Left heel is pushing back. And then inhale, the arms come up overhead, gaze up or forward for crescent. The back bends a little bit here as from your fingers to that left heel forms a nice crescent moon shape. Yeah. As you exhale, bring your arms down and the left knee comes down. Inhale, back up. I like to push my left foot back a little bit farther here in order to do this. Exhale, down, and inhale up. And one more time. Exhale down, Inhale up. Now turning, keeping the feet all facing toward the front of the mat, arms in a T, gazing past the right fingers. Yeah, so legs are still straight. Reach the right arm out and down to the nation or floor. Inhale that left arm up. Soften that left wrist. Beautiful for triangle pose. Open your chest and stack your shoulders. So if you're not sure how this is supposed to look, you can do it against a wall. And just make sure that your whole back, your head, is against the wall. Even your hips and some of your legs. Okay. Inhale, come back up, arms in a T. Now we're going to take our block here, all right, and put it in the right hand as we come into half moon. So let's bring that right hand down with the block. Now I'm going to do this for you against the wall so you can see, if you've never done this before, how it would look. I'll just move this out of my way. All right. So legs are nice and wide. Toes are facing toward the right. Bring that right hand up with your block. The left hand can be on your hip. And then bring that right hand down. Your hip is on the wall and the left arm comes up. Good. You can gaze straight ahead or up. So your left hand is touching the wall, your left heel is, maybe some of your back, and you're leaning right against the wall. Now, if you've done this before, you don't need the wall. Yeah, but this might be a good way to start, to open up the body here. Breathe. Nice. As you exhale, bring that left foot down nice and far, like it was before. Arms come out to a T. So we're going to come back to your pose and turn toward the front of the mat. Bring that block down. You won't need it. Bring your palms together at heart center. Bend that right knee and bring the left foot up. Good. And just taking that right knee and bringing it up, pressing the left foot into the mat, finding a place that you can look at, a drishti, that is not moving. Yeah. And if you need to bring your right foot down, kind of settle into this, that's good. And then slowly we're going to go into figure four. Right ankle over the left thigh. Right knee comes over to the right. Bend your left knee. Good. Hips come down. And enjoy. As you inhale, come back up, bring the right foot down and shake out those legs. Good. Exhale, left foot comes to the back of the mat. Open up your arms and come into star pose. Fingers reaching into the corners of the star and your toes pointed outward. As you exhale, let's go around the world with the arms, both arms going around in a clockwise direction. You can bend your knees, pivot your feet as needed. Let your whole body move with this pose. Nice. And when you've done this at least 3 times, then come back into star pose. Bring the feet in a little bit more, about a foot apart, maybe a little bit more. And then bring the palms together at heart center. And we're going to go into a yoga squat. So here, some people like to put a block right behind them so that their hips come down on the block. As you exhale, bring the hips down, point the toes out, bring the elbows inside your knees, chest and face facing forward. Again, if you want to, that block is there for you if you want to put your hips on it. This is very good for your knees. So breathe. Appreciate the pose. Yeah. As you exhale, bring your hands down. Press the feet down. Bring the hips up and gaze behind you. Walk your hands toward the left. Both feet come together. And inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. You're facing toward the back of your mat. Exhale to Samastiti. Good. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, bring that left foot back and push the heel back. Bend the left knee. Your hands can come down toward that left thigh if you want. And we're going to go into crescent pose. So inhale the arms up overhead. Gaze up or forward for crescent pose. So we're doing this on the left side. Right foot is behind with the heel pushing back. I hope I said that correctly. If not, please correct. Breathe. So now as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands down to our sides. And as we do that, right knee comes down. Inhale, the knee and the hands come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Beautiful. As you exhale, we're going to come and face the long side of the mat. Arms are out in a T, legs are straight. Good. Both toes facing toward the left. Now we're going to take our block again, and we're going to go into half moon. This time I'm going to stay away from the wall, but you know that you are going to bring your left arm up, and if you're against the wall, your whole back is against the wall. And then bring that left block down to the left and in front of that left foot. And then slowly we're going to come into half moon. So right leg comes up, right arm comes up, open the chest, gaze forward. Breathe. Feel that whole body opening up. And don't be afraid to use that wall. As you exhale, bring that left foot down. Bring the block down. Arms come out to a T. Toes are facing toward the left. If you're at the wall, then come back on your mat. And stretch that left hand out and down. Inhale the right arm up for a triangle. Gazing up. Open the chest. Stack the shoulders. This also can be done against the wall, of course. So you want to make sure that your head is in line with the rest of your body and not falling forward. Yeah. Not important how far this left hand comes down. As you inhale, come up to standing. Beautiful. And now turn toward the back of your mat. Bring both feet together, coming to Samastitihi. Pressing that right foot into the mat, rooting it in, finding your drishti, and then bringing that left knee up towards your chest. Lengthening your spine here. Breathing deeply. When you're ready, bring that left ankle over your right thigh. The left knee goes to the left. And bend your right knee. For figure 4. Inhale, come up to standing, bring that left foot down. Right foot comes to the front of the mat, open it up. Coming into star pose, toes pointed outward, fingers reaching into the points of your star. And then we're going to go in a counterclockwise direction around the world. Good. At least 3 times around. Let those knees bend. Let yourself enjoy. Good. Nice. And when you're ready and done having fun with that, bring the feet in a little bit. All right. Palms come together at heart center, coming in to a yoga squat. Bend the knees outward, bring the hips down, elbows inside the knees. You can use a block underneath your hips to rest your hips on. Your gaze and your chest are forward. Breathe. You can always place your hands on the floor here too to help maintain the pose. Yeah. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Push the feet down and the hips up. Hands behind you. Slowly walk your hands toward the front. Bring both feet together. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Exhale to Samastitihi. Nice. Take a nice deep, long breath here. As you inhale, the arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, gaze behind. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Slowly down to the bottom of the push-up. Inhale to up dog, gaze forward. Breathe. Exhale. Come into child's pose, knees apart, toes together, forehead comes down to the mat or a block. Stretch your palms out in front of you. Let's do one inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Bring yourself up into a tabletop position. Hands and knees. I'm going to ask that you take your bolster or your pillow, whichever one you happen to have, and bring it out in front of you. There we go. And then from here, we're going to raise that right leg out behind us. Bring it up high. Bring the forehead down to the mat. Good. And just hold there. Elbows are bent. Maybe they're resting on the mat. And take that right toe and bring it over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And take the right foot and over to the right. Bring the toe out to the right. Stretching out that right leg here. As you inhale, bring the right knee back to center. Right foot comes back. Bring the head up. Exhale, right knee to right wrist. And we're going to come into pigeon pose. So the right foot comes over to the left side. Stretch out that left leg. Point the toes inward. Inhale, open your arms for Titanic. Exhale, you can bring your head down to the pillow or bolster or all the way down to the mat. So just giving you an option here. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice the discomfort in that right leg, the right hip, as you open up that right hip flexor. Soften through the left leg, but notice where that left leg is. Notice your breath. And then as you inhale, bring your head up. Plant your hands down. Come onto that right hip and bring your left leg forward. Good. Take the right sole of your foot and bring it into your left thigh for Janu Sirsasana. Right knee is facing toward the right. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching for those left toes. If that's difficult for you, you can always take a strap, bring it around your left foot, and hold on to the strap. Yeah. Another thing you can do here to make this a little more comfortable is to bring the pillow on your thigh and fold over that way if you need a little more support. So there's all kinds of things you can do. Some people like to put a block underneath that left knee also, just to give it some support. As you inhale, bring yourself up to seated. Release the strap if you were using it. And then let's bring that right leg out and shake it out. Beautiful. Now let's bend that right knee. Bring your right hand behind you. Take your left foot and bring it off of the mat. Take your hips and bring them up, and the left hand comes up for Wild Thing. Gaze up. Exhale, come down. So making sure that this right hand is right behind your hips, fingers facing back and the palm down. And inhale, the hips come up, gaze up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Beautiful. And then stretching out those legs. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward. Again, you can use a strap around your feet and hold on to the strap. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up to seated. Cross your legs. Bring your hands down and come into a tabletop pose. Hands and knees. Take a deep breath. Inhale, that left leg comes out behind you. Exhale, forehead comes down, the left leg comes up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Bring that left foot over to the right. Yeah. Keeping the hips at center. Bring the left leg up, and then bring the left leg over to the left and stretch out that toe as far as it'll go. Feel the inner thighs stretching here. As you inhale, bring that left foot out behind you. Left knee comes down. And coming into tabletop pose, bring that left foot up to the left wrist and the left knee up to the left wrist, and the left foot comes over to the right as we get ready for pigeon pose. Stretch that right leg out behind you. Point the toes inward. Maybe you bring that bolster out in front of you, so it's there to rest your head on. Inhale, open the arms for Titanic. Exhale, bring the hands down and bring the forehead down to the bolster or all the way down to your mat. Notice the discomfort. Breathe into it. Breathe right into that left hip. Notice your right leg, stretching it out, softening. Let your whole body soften here. As you inhale, bring your head up, plant your hands, come onto the left hip, right leg comes forward. Stretch that left leg out in front of you and shake it up. And then bring the left sole of your foot into your right calf or thigh. Inhale the arms up overhead, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold for Janusirsasana. Reaching for those right toes. Using a strap around the right foot if you need it. You can also bring your pillow or bolster on top of your thigh and rest on that. Or you can take a block and put it under your left knee and let your knee or your whole leg rest on that. Gazing past the right toes, keeping that spine nice and straight. Yeah. As you inhale, come all the way up to seated. And then straighten out that left leg, shake it up. And then bend your left knee, bring your left hand behind you. Right foot comes off of the mat. Inhale, the hips come up, gaze up, and the right hand comes up. Exhale down, make any adjustments you need to. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's bring those legs out in front of you, shake them up, and then come all the way down to your back, stretching your fingertips out behind you. Toes out in front of you. Inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Bring your hands to your sides. And then taking the knees, bringing them up to your chest. Give yourself a hug. You can stay right here or you can rock from side to side if that feels good. Yeah. As you exhale, bring the feet down, keep the knees bent. Inhale, the hips come up for bridge pose. Clasp your hands underneath your hips. Press the elbows and the triceps down. As you exhale, release and lower. Inhale, the feet go straight up toward the ceiling for candlestick pose. So this is another one of our poses, very similar to the beginning and ending the same way we started, bringing the feet up. You can also go into a shoulder stand if you would like, and if that's in your practice. Breathe wherever you are. If you are in candlestick pose, you can bend your knees, bringing your arms inside your knees and your hands to the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Rocking there if that feels good. Yeah. Pushing the feet out, the hands in. If you are in shoulder stand, you can bring the legs and feet out behind you for plow pose. And then bending the knees and bringing them to either side of your ears. Continuing the breathing. Eventually, everyone coming down to a lying position. Let's bring your arms out to your sides, palms facing up. And then bend your knees, bring your hips 4 inches to the left, knees up to your chest and over to the right. Maybe your gaze goes to your left if your neck allows. As you inhale, bring the knees back up. Bring those hips about 8 inches to the right, knees up to your chest and over to the left. Perhaps your gaze goes to the right. Letting go of the breath, the bandhas, the drishti, and just coming back to your organic breath. Letting everything relax in this spinal twist. Inhale, come back up to center with those knees. Straighten out the spine. And we're going to stretch out those legs, point the toes, bring the hands just underneath the hips. Press the elbows down, bring the head up as if you were watching TV from the floor. And then right from here, going into Uttana Padasana. Gazing behind you, top of your head is on the mat. You can stay here, or you can bring the legs up to about a 45-degree angle. Maybe the arms come up, same angle. But in this position, the top of the head and your hips are the only thing of you that is touching the mat. Breathe, nice. And then as you exhale, release. And come all the way down. Letting the feet flap, the hands come to your sides, palms facing up. Experiencing Shavasana here. Closing your eyes. Starting to wiggle your toes and your fingers, turning your head from side to side. Bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a big hug. Did a great, wonderful, wonderful flow today. And then come over to your favorite side, renewing your mind, your body, and your spirit. When you're ready, coming up into a seated position, crossing your legs in front of you, bringing the arms up overhead to seal in your practice. Palms come together at heart center. May the God-given light and love in me reach out to that same light and love in you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will see you next time.